Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans will kick this deep to begin the game. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's found some room at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Handing off on the draw play. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Florida State.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to take off. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And a low line drive, ugly punt. They couldn't flip the field. They'll down it just outside their own 40. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was, they'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Running with purpose. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Handoff from the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Receiver in motion now. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Now, 4th down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Here's the handoff. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game scored.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
By the quarterback. Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. He'll try a pass here. With the catch, it's awesome. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Throw to the running back in the flat.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking right, this one caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Southern California. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
And now the handoff. And he gets to the
offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT good. It's a 7-6 game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And this defense has got to do a better job on 3rd down. You got to mix in a blitz here and there. It's all about getting pressure on the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there?
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Florida State.
Can they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Let's go.
And he drops back in the gun. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop for the offense pinned back. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it.
And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And then is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Florida State 7, USC 6.
The Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He shreds the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls.
I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here. Let's it go. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the... They were in the right place, just the right time.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that short completion. The RPO caught to the right. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back through just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Noles looking to cash in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking to score with a run to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
Now there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. Like the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter.
Florida 7, USC 6.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The game moves the ball to the 34.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, bringing pressure. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On the run, it's Baldwin. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. We'll give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down after that running play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Close to the tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Grab behind the line. It's awesome. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. Comes the USC offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. In position now for a walk-off field goal, but you just got to be smart with the clock. And that run produces a decent gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They stop him right at the 24. Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly